And I'm telling you right now, that whole situation is crazy in itself. Ever since DeWanna Bonner been gone,
The truth behind one of the most unexpected and game-changing partnerships in basketball history has just been revealed. And it's sending shockwaves through the entire sports world. This isn't just a surprising headline, it's a potential turning point for the entire future of the WNBA, women's basketball, and even youth development in the sport. Imagine this: Caitlin Clark, the WNBA's most polarizing and influential rookie, joining forces with Sophie Cunningham, one of the league's toughest, most battle-tested veterans. And then add Larry Bird, the legendary Hall of Famer whose name is practically synonymous with basketball excellence. The result? A trio that no one predicted. But everyone is now watching closely, when the WNBA's biggest rising star teams up with one of the league's grittiest defenders and combines. Her vision with a man who helped define the NBA's golden era, you know something transformational is brewing.
draft pick, rookie of the year, breaking all the damn records like they're scratch-offs. Bruh.
This isn't a publicity stunt or a short-term campaign. It's the birth of something bigger, collaboration that could completely redefine how women's basketball is played, promoted, and perceived for generations to come. But the question that's hanging over everyone's head is simple. What could possibly bring these three vastly different basketball figures together? What kind of project could be so powerful, so revolutionary, that it needed the enthusiasm of Clark, the experience of Cunningham, and the legacy of Larry Bird to bring it to life? To understand the weight of this union, we first have to appreciate who these people really are. Caitlin Clark has quickly become the most transformative player in WNBA history, not just because of her stats, but because of her cultural presence. From the moment she stepped into the league, Clark has broken every barrier in her way. Her debut season has shattered attendance records, boosted WNBA TV ratings into new territory, and brought in millions of new.
Right before All-Star break, when the whole league is on her shoulder, there's nothing wrong with Caitlin. Only thing that's wrong with Caitlin is that she's frustrated because the system that she's in.
Fans. She doesn't just play the game, she changes the way it's talked about. Ticket sales, jersey numbers, social media engagement, everything about Clark screams superstardom. She's not just a player, she's a movement. Every arena she walks into sells out. Every highlight clip goes viral. Every game she's in feels like a spectacle. And then there's Sophie Cunningham, a name that may not generate the same headlines, but within WNBA circles commands deep respect. Sophie has been the embodiment of veteran toughness, grit, and reliability. As a key contributor for the Phoenix Mercury, Cunningham has built a reputation on hustle, defense, and stepping up when it matters most. She's not afraid to get physical. She's not afraid to speak her mind. She plays with that old school edge that resonates.
Player, bro, what is we doing here? I mean, my goodness. I forget the owner name, but like, you can see this
with real basketball fans. Her presence on and off the court has been invaluable to team chemistry and development. It's often taking younger players under her wing. She represents the soul of the WNBA's blue-collar, hard-earned success. Now add Larry Bird to the mix, arguably one of the greatest basketball minds in history. Three-time NBA champion, three-time MVP, Olympic gold medalist, and an executive mastermind who turned the Indiana Pacers into a consistent playoff team. Bird's name still carries weight in basketball conversations worldwide. His knowledge of the game, his eye for talent, and his understanding of both the business and cultural aspects of basketball are nearly unmatched. And most importantly, his deep Indiana roots give him a special connection to Clark, who herself is now the face of Indiana's basketball renaissance. So, what happens when you bring together the magnetic draw of Caitlin Clark, the veteran intensity of Sophie Cunningham, and the legacy-level knowledge of Larry Bird? The answer might lie in their shared vision, a plan to do something bigger than themselves. The announcement that shocked the
happening to Caitlin Clark. That's why y'all think she's hurt. She's not hurt. She cannot get in the system. It is this motion offense that is ruining Caitlin.
Basketball world hints at a groundbreaking initiative that goes far beyond the court. Industry insiders speculate that the trio is laying the foundation for a multi-tiered, Venture, a developmental pipeline that reshapes youth basketball. A media production company focused on authentic basketball storytelling, and possibly even an expansion-level bid or training academy that rewires how basketball is taught, celebrated. An MONETIZED, Caitlin Clark's rise in the WNBA has not only been good for the league, it's been explosive. Her presence has boosted corporate sponsorships, drawn in national endorsements, and forced networks like ESPN and ABC to prioritize WNBA games in primetime slots. In a single season, she has become the most Googled athlete, male or female, in the country. And yet, her impact isn't just about attention, it's about action. She has brought legitimacy to a league that has long fought for equal footing and recognition. Meanwhile, Sophie Cunningham offers the grounding this movement needs. She's the kind of player who's walked through the fire, who understands what it's like to grind through seasons with little fanfare. Her involvement adds authenticity. She's not here for the cameras. She's here to ensure the mission stays connected to the league's roots, its real players, its locker room culture, and its uphill battles. Larry Bird's involvement, however, could be the bridge that connects this powerful women's movement with the respect and resources of the men's basketball world. His voice alone demands attention from NBA executives, sponsors, and longtime basketball purists. He represents a stamp of approval from a generation that's often been skeptical of women's basketball. And if Bird is investing time and energy into this, people will follow. Speculation continues to swirl. Is this an effort to create a co-branded basketball academy across Indiana and beyond? Will they launch a media empire dedicated to women's sports documentaries and training series? Could it be a digital basketball platform combining coaching apps, mentorship tools, and interactive learning backed by real pros? Or is it something even bigger, like creating a joint WNBA initiative to accelerate the evolution of the women's league? Insiders believe youth basketball development will be at the heart of the collaboration. All three stars understand that for women's basketball to thrive, it must be rooted in quality training from a young age. Clinics, training camps, digital skill development programs. Mentorship for girls and boys, this venture could set a new gold standard. And with Clark's popularity, Bird's institutional wisdom, and Cunningham's on-the-ground experience, this could turn into the most comprehensive BASKET-BALL development program ever assembled. Corporate sponsors are already showing interest. Brands are lining up to be associated with this new powerhouse trio, because in today's landscape, authenticity sells. Audiences are craving stories of real athletes doing meaningful work, and that's exactly what Clark, Cunningham, and Bird offer together. They appeal to multiple generations, genders, and regions. They're not trying to outshine one another. They're combining their unique powers to lift basketball as a whole. There's also massive media potential. Imagine documentaries that follow Clark's journey from rookie sensation to cultural icon. Picture instructional series where Bird breaks down footwork and shooting mechanics while Cunningham teaches grit and in-game.
This at Iowa. No, we didn't. We didn't see Caitlin Clark erupting on assistant coaches, having heated exchanges with
resilience. Envision a new type of content, part sports, part education, part inspiration that speaks to young athletes, coaches, and fans around the world. And if they launch a nonprofit arm, community programs could explode. Facility upgrades in underserved areas, scholarship funds for female athletes, clinics in small towns, these could be on the table. This partnership has the chance to not only transform basketball from the top down, but also from the grassroots up. The commercial impact is also enormous. With joint branding, merch sales could skyrocket. Training tools, co-branded sportswear, signature equipment lines, all backed by real basketball credibility. No gimmicks, no artificial hype, just real athletes changing the game. In a time when sports are often driven by controversy and ego, this partnership feels refreshingly purposeful. It's not about shock value, it's about substance. It's about veterans and rookies, legends and rising stars, past, present, and future, all converging for a common goal. Caitlin Clark is the future. Sophie Cunningham is the heart, Larry Bird is the legacy, and together, they're building something no one saw coming. But everyone will be talking about for years, so now the ball is in your court. What do you think this alliance could become? Could it transform the WNBA into a global powerhouse? Will it redefine basketball training for the next generation? Could this be the start of a new era where women's basketball finally gets the platform and respect it deserves? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear what this unexpected trio means to you. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, because this story isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning. Thanks for watching.